Hi, sorry, just wanted to make a little bit of an announcement. Everything on my website is 25% off for Labor Day. It is between today, September 1st, all the way until September 4th, which I think is Thursday or Friday. I don't know. But yeah, everything on my website, every spell, every reading, spell consultation. Sorry about that. My cat hates that door being open. Or being closed, sorry. If you're interested in getting a personal reading, everything on my website, 25% off. If you're interested in getting spell work, 25% off. And yeah, let's get into the video. All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Of course, like I said earlier, link to my website to get 25% off any of your bookings will be down below in the description. It's good until September 4th, so definitely hop on that if you can, when you can. And yeah, today I have 3 decks here. Obviously, I have my Tarot the Divine deck, Who's Surprised? I love this deck. As you can tell, she's very worn out. Then I have my Woodland Wardens Oracle deck. The Tarot deck is actually coming next month, so I'm really excited for that. I cannot wait to use that for another reading. I'm so excited. And then I have my Moonology, which this one is very popular, the Moonology Oracle deck. Now these are like the mini cards, they're not like the full length cards, which is why they look kind of small. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of use these. I'm probably gonna do my, you know what, I'm gonna do my old format, which is where I would use like this oracle card, like the main oracle cards, as like the energy, this for like kind of the meat of the reading, and then this as like any last messages or advice. So while I am shuffling these and everything, go ahead and take a deep breath for me and just release any and all of your worries and just let that shit go. Let the bullshit go. Sorry if my voice sounds kind of raspy. I did just wake up and allergies are kicking my ass this morning, apparently. Well, this afternoon. It's literally 11 p.m. Excuse me. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. And we'll do one last shuffle. I always like to, I always like to shuffle 3 times. I don't know why. Like I can't pull cards unless I like shuffle the cards 3 times. Alright. Let me split the deck here. Okay, Spirit. Ooh, I lost a card. What is the energy of this collective for this reading right now? What is the energy here? What's the vibe? Dragonfly and Pansy. Balance. You know, I've been seeing quite a bit of dragonflies recently in my area. Like, I've never seen that many dragonflies. Like, I knew we had them here, but I just, like, I didn't think that there were so many of them. Oh, the bobcat and blackthorn. Patience. Actually, I have a feeling there might be one more card. Maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, no. Interesting. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, We have the squirrel and chestnut preparation. Underneath of that, we have the hawk and thistle, graceful persistence. Okay. I want to split the deck here for you. The trout and lily of the valley, purification. I'm like trying to make sure it's in frame. So sorry that my hands are kind of wobbling around. What's underneath that? The coyote and datura, deceit. Interesting. Oh, okay. Actually. So I like to make it all like nice and neat and pretty sometimes. Sometimes it just looks like an absolute mess, but that's okay. Okay. So, starting with the dragonfly and pansy, balance. Perching with a delicate grace, the dragonfly is a symbol of balance. Nimble and attuned as a dancer, it moves effortlessly through the air, shifting direction with ease. Pansies are named for the French word pince. I don't know. I took like 4 years of French and I still can't speak it. Meaning thought, and were given by the Victorians as tokens of thoughtfulness. Together, the dragonfly and pansy indicate a harmony of thought and action. Like a dragonfly hovering above water, you are healthy and confident. Your physical skill is matched by your mental and emotional strength. Is my attention shared among my various interests and endeavors, or do I tend to favor just one? Am I satisfied by how I spend my time and energy? How can I build more balance into my life? Next up, we have the bobcat and blackthorn. Bobcats are stealthy hunters, blending easily into their environment. They are independent creatures who can wait for hours for their prey, pouncing up to 10 feet at the right moment. The blackthorn is a thorny shrub covered in bittersweet berries called sloes. Associated with overcoming obstacles, the blackthorn's sharp spines provide shelter to vulnerable birds. According to lore, if blackthorn berries are plentiful, the coming winter will be severe. Traditionally harvested in late autumn, sloes provide nourishment in the form of jams, wines, and other hearty treats with which to patiently pass a harsh winter. Upright, a difficult journey ahead requires preparation and patience. Channel the bobcat's stealth and pack plenty of provisions. Ration your sustenance carefully, remembering that berries are often sweetest after a hard frost. How might I mentally prepare such that I can... Wow, I swear I can read. How might I mentally prepare such that I can survive when supplies are low? Okay, so before I get into these two piles here, it seems as though you are coming up towards a challenge or just a turning point in your life. I almost see the dragonfly and the pansy as like a hint that you're ready, you have the skills, you're confident in your skills, and you know that this is the time that you need to proceed forward. And it's not going to be easy. It is going to require patience. It is going to require resourcefulness. It is going to require you to really have some self-discipline here. So let's see. Did I pass it? No, I did not. Oh, there it is. All right. Let's go over here to the squirrel and chestnut. Preparation. To ensure sustenance through the winter, the squirrel buries its nuts, hiding them from other squirrels and predators. Chestnuts, small nuts that grow into large productive trees, are symbols of abundance. Together, the squirrel and chestnut remind us that careful preparation will often yield riches. Interesting that that's the next card after the bobcat. You have prepared well and can expect to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Wow. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Your resourcefulness and foresight will be rewarded. What did I just say about being resourceful? Am I prepared for the future? Have I been working hard to achieve my goals? Underneath, the hawk and thistle, graceful persistence. The hawk is a keen and vigilant observer, so much so that watchful and hawk-eyed have become synonyms. An apex predator, the hawk glides gracefully on the wind, its sharp talons ever at the ready. The thistle can thrive in a variety of environments, from verdant hills to rocky shores. Its spiked, stinging leaves protect its radiant flower, which perches like a crown upon its stem. You can act fiercely while maintaining your grace and dignity. Sharpen your talons, but don't lose your crown. Am I too easily influenced by my environment? How can I thrive in a difficult situation? So before I even get into here, this is 100% pointing towards you going through a very, I hate to say it, but it seems like you're going towards a difficult period in your life. But at the same time, it seems like it's only going to be difficult if you let it overpower you and you let it consume you. Damn. My throat's dry. Anyways, the lily. Oh shit! Wow. Goddamn. That's not what that says. The trout and lily of the valley. Purification. Both the trout and the lily of the valley symbolize return and restoration. A river or lake teeming with trout indicates a balanced and healthy ecosystem. Conservation efforts at rewilding streams often focus on reintroducing trout to their native habitats once rivers have been decontaminated and barriers such as dams removed. Likewise, in the Victorian language of flowers, the lily of the valley communicates a return to happiness. This is perhaps due to the legend of Saint Leonard, a hermit said to have slain the last dragon in England. Wherever the blood of the dragon was spilled, lilies of the valley grew. And once the dragon was killed, Saint Leonard returned to his life of peaceful solitude. Your difficulties are subsiding, and happiness will soon be restored. Now is the perfect time for quiet meditation and deep introspection. Is there a harmony within my personal ecosystem? How do I tell the difference between a toxic person, situation, or idea and one that is required for balance? And then the coyote and datura, deceit. In the Victorian language of flowers, datura warns of deceitful charms. It's a beautiful flower but extremely poisonous and said to be an ingredient in the salve that allows witches to fly on their broomsticks. Likewise, coyotes are often depicted as tricksters, known for their slyness and cunning. Beware the charming stranger. Before opening up to someone new, consider what they may have to gain from your trust. Whom can I trust? How do I show others I am worthy of their trust? So, this next period in your life, the one that you are entering into, I feel like this kind of gives a little bit of a timeline saying, like, you're ready now. The dragonfly is where you're at now, right? You are prepared. You are confident. You are skillful. You are about to walk into this next period of your life. Excuse me. You're about to walk into this next period of your life being very well prepared. And we see that preparation kind of being put to test with the squirrel and chestnut. And as this transformation starts, if it hasn't already, it's going to require a lot of patience and persistence. But don't lose yourself. Don't lose yourself. I almost feel like this is quite literally a purification period, or you will go through some type of purification in who you are. And this next period of your life seems to be a more vulnerable one, but it's coming from a place, I want to literally say, like, inner fire. Like, you're not vulnerable in a way that you feel weak. You're vulnerable in the way that you are quite literally reclaiming your power. You're calling your power back to you from every single place that it was taken from. And sometimes that can lead us to be in vulnerable places, be vulnerable in front of people. So you still have to watch out and kind of protect yourself a little bit. But let's go ahead and get into the tarot. And see what the bulk of this reading is. So the first two cards that came out here, the Ten of Coins and the Queen of Wands. You are looking towards the future. You're now almost kind of refining what you truly want in your future, what you want to see, what you want to experience. You want long-term stability and happiness. And again, with the Queen of Wands, you're taking back your power. And this is more feminine than anything. The power that you are reclaiming is your divine feminine power. And the wands, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, the wands are fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. There's quite literally a volcano behind her. You are reclaiming your power and bringing everything back down to reality. You're grounding it, making it a reality, should I say. Again, the Knight of Cups is at the bottom of the deck there. The the hawk makes an appearance. Wait a minute. You're fucking kidding me. The fucking card that was underneath the hawk and thistle is the frog and lotus. Metamorphosis. Mm-hmm. This is not a transformation that you've been through many transformations. You've been around the block. You're probably listening to this and be like, God damn, again? I gotta transform again? But it's gonna be different this time. You are leading with your heart and your soul. This is like fire and water kind of coming together, and you're not making steam anymore. It's like effortlessly flowing. It is so... I don't know how to else to describe it other than what I'm seeing is like a little literal river, and water's flowing and weaving, and then there's fire kind of going and flowing with it, and they're touching, they're merging, but they're not taking each other out. It's not dissolving. Well, if you needed a sign that there was transformation happening, there's the Tower. We also have the Ace of Swords coming out here. So, oh wow, look, the Ace of Wands at the bottom of the deck. How lovely. So, if you are not very familiar with tarot, the Tower, if you've ever heard anything, you might think that the Tower is a very negative card. However, we're looking at all of these cards around it, all of these very positive cards. The Tower is signaling that everything that no longer serves you is being shed, or has been shed, or is about to be shed in order for new processes. The Ace of Swords, the swords is the suit of air. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This card here, the Ace of Swords, being followed by, following the Tower card, I feel like a new mental sharpness, a new wit, a new thought process, a new perspective is going to be gained by shedding what no longer serves you. And it starts by really defining what you want, reclaiming your power and being unapologetically yourself, and then allowing the universe, allowing God, spirit, whatever you want to call it, to take away what no longer serves you, what is not for you anymore, for these new processes to come up. And we have the Ace of Wands, creativity, passion, creation, new mental structure, new perspective, new creations. Putting your thoughts down on paper, finally. Putting your ideas and making them a reality. Something that I feel like you may have always been afraid to do. And you're getting tired of being afraid. The Nine of Swords. Wow, and death at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, the Nine of Swords. Anxiety, overwhelm, self-doubt, questioning, am I doing the right thing? Is this all gonna go wrong? That is the type of thought process that Spirit is getting rid of. This is such a deep transformation. We have both major arcana cards for transformation here, the Tower and Death. You are reaching such a vital point in your life. And again, the overthinking, the overwhelm, the guilt, the shame, the stress, all of it it's being revealed for what it truly is and where it's truly coming from. A lot of you might find that wow. I was about to say, a lot of you may have found that some of the ways of thinking, this anxiety, the stress, all right here, may have come from a place in your past where you were taught to second guess. You were taught to stress out and not fully trust the process, not fully trust what was happening for you. And I feel like that also may have caused you. We have the Four of Cups here. Sometimes this card can be seen as focusing on the positive, focusing on what you want, focusing on your goals. And other times it points to being delusional and not wanting to see the truth, not wanting to see reality. And I feel like that is where you had been in for so long. You didn't want to really see the reality of your situation because it was too painful. It was too painful, and the stress actually became comfortable. But again, that is changing. It is changing here. And part of your process, part of this new chapter that you are stepping into may require, again, deep introspection. Wherever I saw that, and whenever I read one of these cards, deep introspection is required. And you're probably gonna deep dive into your childhood and all of those processes and thought patterns and experiences and memories and everything. Things that you may not have uncovered if you had done it beforehand. I've noticed that when you go through these transformations and you kind of do this introspection, this shadow work, you uncover a deeper layer each time. You have to get through the, like, whatever layer is affecting you right now, and you have to work through that. You have to understand it, and then you have to let it go or let it heal before you can move on to the next thing. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Coins. This can signify collaboration, but this can also signify a student and a teacher. Learning, progressing, understanding, study. You are learning some very core things about yourself. Core qualities is what you are discovering. The parts, the very raw, authentic parts of yourself that you have suppressed the longest is resurfacing. And you're learning how to incorporate them again, how to be with them, how to express them, accept them, heal them. What's underneath of that? The Six of Wands. This will lead to a feeling of being victorious, a feeling of being on top of the world and being like, yeah, I'm that bitch. Or how my cup says over there, I am 100% that witch, or you can replace the witch with I am 100% that bitch. Let me split the deck. The Star. hope, healing, spiritual insight, turning towards higher powers to gain clarity and understand. Move these cards out of here real quick. You are, again, probably very tired and exhausted. You're like, ugh, another transformation, another breakthrough. Yes. And this one, I feel like this could be the final boss when it comes to unpacking your traumas and your wounds and healing your shadow self here. Because a lot of people say, like, you don't heal your shadow self, you integrate it, you accept it. Part of healing your shadow self is integrating it and accepting it and incorporating it into your life, right? That's very healing for the parts of you that you have rejected, that have been made to feel like they are weird and they're they're like gross, or they're like just not acceptable in any form or fashion. There's hope, there's healing, and spirit, God, the universe, source, whatever you want to call it again, it is on your side. It is rooting for you. It knows exactly what's going on. And there's pure excitement. Like, I'm feeling like pure excitement on the other side for you in this change. Ooh, let's not move the desk, Jocelyn. Let's not do that. Okay. What's underneath of that? The Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups. So many opportunities, so many choices, so many things, so many doors are going to open themselves up to you. And it's gonna be nice. It's gonna feel real fucking nice. So let's get, ooh, my leg is falling asleep. Let's get into the Moonology deck here for any last advice or words of wisdom or anything that you need to know from Spirit. Let me shuffle one last time. Well, that was a weak ass shuffle, but that's alright. That's alright. Alright, Spirit. What advice do you have for this collective? Wow. Oh, shit. So, the first card that came out was your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Taurus might be significant. You might be a Taurus. You might have significant Taurus placements. Again, with the full moon in Gemini here, or the new moon in Leo. But as you are walking into this new transformation here, you're gonna have these new ideas. You're gonna want to create them. You're gonna want to make your dreams a reality. but you also have to be practical about it. You have to think things through. You can't plan for everything, but you can plan for a lot. You can prepare for a lot. The next card we have is the answers you need are coming, full moon in Gemini. A lot of you, and I got this sense too, that like you may be questioning, why am I going through this again? I thought I was done. I thought it was over. I thought I had a longer resting period. You can't question divine timing. Divine timing is just what it is. It's gonna happen when it's gonna happen, and if you're ready, if you think you're ready, great. If you think you're not, oh well, you're still going through it because Spirit clearly knows that you're ready. The next card that we have is Confidence is your key to success, new moon in Leo. Again, like I said about being confident in your abilities, in your preparation, in your experience, you may have been just a little traumatized from your past transitions, past transformations, because it kind of put you, excuse me, goddamn, it kind of put you through the ringer a little bit. But you know what's happening, you know what's going on, and again, you are so much more prepared, and you can move through this with like consciousness, being conscious and aware of your decisions and how you act, how you proceed forward. At the bottom of the deck, we have faith in your dreams, waxing crescent moon. Underneath of it, take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. Ooh, hold on. Ooh, excuse me. Your dreams are very close to being realized and or put into a reality. Something that you have been working so hard towards, something that you have hoped for so long, or maybe you simply just didn't know what you wanted to do. Wow, you didn't know what you wanted to do, and now those are being realized. Your purpose, your dreams are being realized. Something that is going to fulfill your heart and soul is being realized. And this is the time that it starts becoming a reality. Let me split the deck. What do you need to release? Fucking love doing these readings. Hey, look, the full moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. Yeah, as you reclaim your power, you might get a little cocky at points, but ground yourself. Stay humble, but not too humble. Don't overly humble yourself, because then people start walking all over you. Okay? But releasing what no longer serves you. Going through this transformation, releasing the old version of you that just isn't working anymore. Damn. Again, I feel like I have to reiterate this. You have everything you need to proceed forward. You have everything you need to go through this and come out on the other side powerful, happy, fulfilled, free, authentic, honest, and just completely full of life. You owe that to yourself, and you're finally getting it. Don't push it away. Don't be afraid, because this is happening in your favor. This is happening for you. And it's time. You're ready for it. So, if you would like a personal reading and you want to get more specific into, or if you want to get into your situation specifically, that would be a better way to describe it, Jocelyn. Again, link to my website is in the description. 25% off until September 4th, so you have a few days. And I would absolutely love if this reading here touched you, touched your soul, touched your heart, and you want to get a little bit deeper into your specific situation or anything here. I would absolutely love to do a reading for you. And what better time to do it than when you have 25% off? You can get it for cheap. So, yeah. Anyways, I hope you have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time of day it is when you are watching this. And I hope to see you in another video, possibly. Blessed be.